Hello, I'm Jake, and I wanted to walk you through these PPC action steps and try to explain why we need some of this information so that you can get a better idea of what kind of answers to give us. So the first one, identify market and monthly budget. So a good rule of thumb is if you're targeting 500,000 people, we probably need at least $2,500 in AdWords budget to adequately market to those people. So if you are targeting 1 million people, that would be 5,000. If you're targeting 1.5 million people, that would be 7,500. But you can see how that would go. So if you can identify the area that you want to market to, and then consider that as you're considering what the monthly budget would be. If and we can set up the markets any way that you like. We can do it by zip code, we can do it by city, we can do it by county. The more specific we get, it seems to work better. So if there's great zip codes that you have that work well, we can turn up the bids in those areas. We can turn down bids in areas that aren't producing as good of leads. So if you let us know what zip codes, what cities that you want to target, and give us a rough idea of what the population of that area is, then we can put together what might be a good budget for you on AdWords. And so then please let us know which county, cities you want to market to, and if there are any cities you want to exclude. So just like including cities, we can exclude areas within cities that you're targeting so that your ads don't show to people there. And AdWords shows ads based on people's IP address. So I am in Heber City, Utah, and that's what my IP address shows up as. And so anyone that is targeting people that live in Heber City, Utah, their ads would show to me. And so sometimes what happens is we'll get leads that are maybe out of the area. Typically what happens is that person maybe works within the area that we're targeting, but the house that they want to sell is outside of the area that we're targeting. So they're within the IP limitations that we've set. They're within the zip code that we're targeting, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the house that they want to sell is within that area. And so sometimes we get leads that come from outside of those zip codes, even though we're targeting those zip codes within AdWords. Also what happens, sometimes people have two homes, and so they live within the area that we're targeting, but again, their house might be outside of those zip codes that we're targeting. And then if you can let us know which zip codes or cities produce the majority of your deals, this is 1B. Again, this is like what I was saying, that if there are certain areas that perform better, that have larger deals, where you're looking to buy the most, or in the past you have bought the most, we can turn up the bids in those areas to try to really dominate and get as many leads as possible from the best areas. Okay, let me know the name of the geographical location that would be best to use so it's clear that you are local. For example, we are a local Tennessee company, we are a local South Florida company, etc. So this is an example of the site that we set up for you, and so we're going to use this language right here. We're a local Utah company, that's what we use in ours. And so that's what we're asking here for, is like what are the name of the largest cities within your market? What is your monthly budget? So this goes back to what we talked about before, but if we're targeting 500,000 people, a good rule of thumb is that we need about $2,500 of AdWords budget to target those people and get your ads to show up the whole month. So if we're targeting 1 million people, we probably need about 5,000 for a monthly budget. So the company name and the address that you want on the website. So again, I'm going to come back here. We put this, that might be out of the screen there. We put this at the bottom, your company name, as well as the address of your company. We also ask that you send us, and I'll move this back up, a logo. It really helps to make your company look legit, and if at all possible, that you register with the Better Business Bureau. It's a great credibility logo to have on your site. People will frequently click on that and check it out and see what kind of reviews and whatnot you have on the Better Business Bureau as well. So the company name and your address you want on your website, is this the company name that you used for branded direct mail targeting? The reason we ask this is like with us, the company name is Key Point Solutions. We put that on postcards. We also bid on that term in AdWords so that our ad shows up when someone searches for our company name. It's a super targeted person. They're looking for us. We want to make sure that we show up first so that they can find us. So if not, what do you use in your branded marketing? Again, we're just looking for that company name so that we can bid on it and make sure that our ads are showing when someone searches for us. How many years have you been in real estate? Again, we put this on the website to try to build some credibility, just like we've done here on Andy's site. How many years have you been in real estate? How many homes do you buy a year? And then any other unique selling proposition that we can use to set you apart from your competition. Okay, and then we also ask for the name of the person that's going to be on the website. So typically, it should be the same person that shows up in the video. And so we put that right here at the bottom. So identify a landmark that we can use to find a picture to put in the background at the top of the website. Again, we're trying to appear local to distinguish ourselves from national competitors. And if you are looking, start with iStock photo. And if you can't find a good image on that one, then you can check these other two. But send us the URL of the photo that you want, and we'll buy it for you. And then number 5, we recommend call tracking metrics to use for the phone numbers listed on the pay-per-click website in order to allow us to track each phone call down to the keyword level so we can better track your spend and converting keywords. So call tracking metrics is similar to CallRail but better. And we will send you an invitation from Call Tracking Metrics so that you can sign up, and then your account will appear under our agency account so that we can see what's going on there. And the service works really well. If you're set on CallRail, we can have the Call Tracking Metrics phone number on the website forward to your CallRail number. The numbers, we can set them lots of different ways, but you can set them to be record the calls. You can set them to forward to certain people at certain times of the day, or there's tons of control within it. We can also set it up so that you receive email notifications that a call has come in. There's lots of different things that can be done there. So again, we purchased a local phone number so that we can put a local phone number on your website, and then we can put a local phone number within your AdWords ad as well. Okay, so now we're down here to number 7, and I wanted to show you this quickly, but we can put the phone number also here within the ad, and it's a local phone number. Again, you can see the importance of registering with the Better Business Bureau if that's possible. We can also put that in the ad, and to really make our ads stand out. So now we're down to send us the email address you want to receive the web form PPC lead submissions. So we can set it so that when anyone fills out the form on this site, that form and that entry will be emailed to whoever you want. So we can add as many email addresses as you want. We can also do email to text. So if you tell us a cell phone number and the provider, then we can set it up so that this information gets emailed and converted to a text and sends a text notification to a phone number that you give us. We find that with these pay-per-click leads, people are motivated, and so occasionally they'll fill out 2 forms, maybe one on your site and somebody else's. So the faster that we can respond to them, and that's why we want to get you the notification as fast as possible. So we want the faster that we can respond to them, the more likely we are to get a deal. And so we can set it up so that it emails to whatever addresses you want, or even text to cell phones if you would like to set up that as well. And then if you can let us know which CRM you're using to track your leads, it's helpful as we get set up. So then anyone that fills out this form, we send them an email sequence. It's 10 emails over the course of a year that just follows up and sees if they've sold their house yet. And it works well. We get leads out of it. And so if you don't have an email autoresponder, one that we recommend is Active Campaign. It works great. It's easy to set up. And that integrates with the form that's on the site. And if you're signing up, all you need, if this will load, all you need to start is this light package, and it'll work well to handle all the people that submit their emails and send them out that year sequence of emails. So pick email CRM. Send us your login info so we can integrate it with your website. And again, we'll create a 12-month autoresponder email campaign for you. And so because we're going to create a new site, now we're down to 10. We need a domain name. And if you have a domain name but we're replacing a website that's currently on there, we'll have to delete the site that's on there. So a lot of times it works best just to get a new domain name, so that we can build out the site for you. GoDaddy works great if you have a GoDaddy account. To purchase a domain name, you can also purchase hosting there. So you have a domain name. That domain name and the files associated with it need to be hosted somewhere. So this deluxe package from GoDaddy works well. I was looking for something else, but okay, so we set up a WordPress site for you on your hosting, but those are 2 things we'll need in order to even get started building out your website. We'll need the domain name and a hosting account. And if those are all with GoDaddy or some other provider, we just need the login information for those so that we can go in and get it set up. So the name of our site in Utah is Fast Cash Buyers Utah. It works well to put a benefit and some local term within your name. And then we ask that you get an email address to that domain name. So with Fast Cash Buyers Utah, Andy has Andy at Fast Cash Buyers Utah, and we use that as a contact email for the website. We also use it to set up the autoresponder, the email autoresponder that we set up. So number 11, send me any company logos and your local BBB accredited web code. Again, logos help with credibility, and Better Business Bureau logo helps a lot with credibility. And the next thing that really helps with conversions and credibility is testimonials. And so we'll take any testimonials that you send. They can be written or they can be videos, and we'll put them in this testimonials section of your website. And we'll also we'll have 2 or 3 on this main page, but then we'll also put them all on this testimonials page. And this is one of the most frequently visited pages on the site. People will frequently visit this page before filling out the form. So please send us your testimonials, and if you don't have testimonials, then once you get some, please send them over to us so that we can add them to your site and improve your credibility and conversions. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Now we're down to number 13. So we need a video to put in this spot right here on the website. And if you want to, I can send you Andy's script that he used for that video. And it's just an introduction video. It also works well to have kind of like a testimonial video as your intro video, where you talk people through what the process was and what their experience was like. So either of those kind of videos work great. And then if you have a YouTube channel, you can just upload your video to YouTube and then send us the link, and then we'll put it on the site. Or if you need help with that, you can send us the video and we can help you set up a YouTube channel. And that's most of the pay-per-click action steps. If you have questions as you're going through this, please shoot us an email and we'll help you get it figured out. But all of these things are necessary for us as we set up the site, and will help us get started on the best foot possible, so that we can put forward the best presentation of your company in those ads, and get people to start filling out the forms and to start calling you. So thanks.